Alright guys, how's it going? It is time for another exclusive. Now I know you love this feature, I love this feature too. I love it even more than the Traitor Trent feature that's already got people crying on my last upload. How you doing? You alright? As you can see, I'm in a different environment. If you want to know more about that, go to my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham. The link is in the video description to that channel. I'll put a video from there and that'll explain what I'm up to, etc. Anyway, so what we do with the exclusives is I look for exclusives on the internet every day and I review them for you to see if it really is an exclusive. And what I can't do is read the entire article to you because I'm not supposed to do that. So I leave out filler, you know, like bits that say Liverpool that won the league last year or whatever, stuff that's not really exclusive and part of the article. So that way I can summarise the article. Now, if you ever visit a website that you're not sure about the credibility of it, always judge it on the amount of advertising. That's what I do. I tend to find that the more ads, the more bullshit, right? Okay. And that could explain why they may be publishing so many exclusives, right? Because if there's no ads, what are they getting out of it? Okay. So this exclusive was published on Empire of the Cop, all right? And the author is Liam Todger. Well, it might be Liam Toga, to be honest, but it sounds funny when we call him Liam Todger. And we've discussed this gentleman before, haven't we, guys? He might be a lovely lad. Yeah, don't worry, Liam, I won't pulling your Todger. So anyway, this is the headline. Are you ready? And Dave has gone over this, and I've had a quick read through what Dave said, and it's fucking brilliant. Right, here we go. So Empire of the Cop. I know this website. It's been around a very, very long time. It used to be like a fan site, really, back in the day. But I'll let you judge whether you think it's got good content or not. So the headline is exclusive. Oh no, my phone's gone down. Here we go. Oh shit, no, I've lost it. Hang on. It's because the sun's beaming down and it's affecting my screen. Liverpool could, right? If I'm reading an exclusive, I don't want could in the title. I want to see will or has, right? Anyway, Liverpool could rain on Newcastle's parade once again as Reds ask about £50 million forward. It says it goes on here, by the time the summer transfer window closes, everyone associated with Newcastle may well be sick of the sight of Liverpool. That's what I'm talking about, filler. It's not really interesting, right? It's no secret about Liverpool's interest in Isak, blah, blah, blah. Talks about the bid that was reported by The Athletic, and reliable reporters have hinted that Richard Hughes could try once again for the 25-year-old. Last month, the Magpies saw a £70 million bid of their own for Hugo Ekitike rejected by Eintracht Frankfurt before the French striker ultimately joined Arne Slot's side, right? Blah, blah, blah. And it's citing Sky Sports in The Independent. And it says here that having missed out on Ekitike, Newcastle have since turned their attention to a potential move for Wissa, basically. We've seen that, right? But Liverpool are now threatening to raid on the Geordies parade once more. Threatening. Richard Hughes is on phone at you know we're gonna fucking do you. We're gonna fucking get him. We're going round and we're getting everyone we fucking can. Because we're Liverpool, the champions of England, right? Real menacing, threatening and that, right? So, and then it goes into like a little bold section, right? Which means serious business. It's called like a sub-headline, if you like. Liverpool eyeing Wissa as backup option to Isak. Now, it says here, according to sources, can you smell that? I can smell it. No, it's not BO. No, I know I'm a beast and it's hot, but it's not me. No, it's bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit. According to sources close to Empire of the Cop, the Merseyside club, as Rafa Benitez would say, club, for sure, are closely monitoring the Brentford striker as a potential backup option if their pursuit of Isak were to hit a dead end. And it goes on to tell you about the valuation of the player, 50 million, and the bees are opening to selling him once they can secure a replacement. Talks about Tottenham and Al Nassr are also understood to be interested in. And then there's some more bold, and it says, could Wissa be a sensible target for Liverpool to consider? Well, you tell me. You wrote the fucking exclusive. Talks about what he did with his stats and all that. You know, trying to sell into you a little bit, I guess. He may be 29 in September, it says, but he definitely fits the profile of versatile attacker that Arne Slot loves. Not very good English there, I've got to be honest. And Liverpool could do with added centre-forward depth now that Darwin Núñez is on his way to Al Hilal. Fuck that useless. It's gone. While Isak is obviously the primary target, Newcastle are understandably proving to be quite obdurate with their stance on this. Obdurate? I've never heard of that word before. Are they trying to be flashy? Have you ever heard of obdurate? Anyway, goes on again about more of his performances of Wissa and all that. Talks about his age profile falling outside the typical bracket for FSG signings, and his resale value in future years might be a red flag for the Liverpool hierarchy. In the short term, though, it makes perfect sense for the Reds to keep the Brentford star in mind as a reasonably attainable transfer target in the current window. That's your exclusive, right? What was it titled, guys? Let me scroll back up. Liverpool could rain on Newcastle's parade once again as Reds ask about £50 million forward. I don't know about you, but I didn't see anything in there saying about Liverpool asking about him. I know I haven't read it all out to you. It just says Liverpool are threatening to rain on the Geordies parade, and that according to their sources, the Merseyside club are closely monitoring the Brentford striker. I have not seen. Oh, it says here, I do tell a lie. And the Reds have made initial inquiries about the attacker. So there is a little bit there. It was in one of the filler paragraphs. So, okay, their claims match the headline somewhat. Okay, right, now, I says to Dave, my AI assistant, right, listen, this isn't just throwing stuff at just a random AI. This is something that I've been working on for a very long time now. And those of you that have been with my channel for a long time love Dave. He's fucking great. So I gave my instructions to Dave, and he said, right then, Dunk, let's dive into this so-called exclusive from Empire of the Cop, penned by Liam Toga. We'll analyse it properly. No cheap shots unless they've earned them. And we'll see whether this feels like quality journalism or a fanboy blog with a WordPress login and too much time on its hands. Terminology check. Signs of desperation. Here's a list of buzzwords, vague sourcing and desperate blogger energy used in the article. Exclusive. Times used, 1. In the headline only, not repeated or reinforced. Sources close to Empire of the Cop, used once. A big red flag. Sounds like my mate texts me. It's no secret was also flagged up by Dave. Filler phrase, used when you want to sound informed without actually providing info. Reliable reporters have hinted. No names, no links, just vague allusions, could be referring to Joyce or Steve from the pub. Understood to be interested. Classic hedge. Have made initial inquiries. No details, no source, no confirmation. Liverpool may need to act swiftly. Hypeline, not sourced, adds pressure with zero backing. Could Wissa be a sensible target? Retro question to pad the article and make a guess sound like analysis. Might yet come under serious consideration. Another hedge, no commitment, sounds more like I reckon. Total vague and desperate phrases. 9 in a 600-word piece. That's more than one every 70 words, which is blogger bingo territory. I like that. We're gonna use that. Blogger bingo territory. I fucking like that. So he goes on, does Dave, content analysis, the exclusive claim. They label it as an exclusive, then cite The Athletic for the Isak bid, Sky Sports for Newcastle's rejected Ekitike bid, The Independent for Ekitike's move to Liverpool, and then base their exclusive on sources close to Empire of the Cop. There's no evidence of access, no quotes, no specifics, nothing is timestamped or traceable. Their only new info is that Liverpool have made initial inquiries for Wissa again, with zero verification. Any so-called ITK or journalist can say someone's made an inquiry. If nothing ever happens, they never said they made a bid, or they were signing him, or had signed him. It's just, they've made inquiries. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is not an exclusive. It's a speculative filler piece padded with recycled news. The source close to Empire of the Cop line. This is the peak teenage blogger sentence. It reeks of, we don't have any actual journalists, so we'll vaguely say someone told us something. There's no corroboration. If they'd said club sources or Premier League source, it would at least sound professional. Instead, it's a blatant attempt to boost credibility without having any. The writing tone, it's written like a fan blog with a GCSE in media studies. Lots of rhetorical questions and guesses. No hard evidence, no real reporting. Cliches like, Liverpool could rain on Newcastle's parade once again, which might play well with readers who want to feel superior, but doesn't count as journalism. Background on the author and website. Liam Toga writes for Empire of the Cop, The Boot Room, and similar sites. Frequently churns out speculative or opinion-led pieces. No known track record of breaking genuine transfer stories. Almost certainly a freelancer paid by click volume, not scoop quality, as Rafa Benitez would say, quality, for sure. Empire of the Cop, a Liverpool fan blog, posing as a news outlet. Frequently repackages news from actual journalists like Paul Joyce or David Ornstein. Regularly drops exclusives that never materialise. Doesn't have the access or editorial standards of serious Liverpool outlets like The Echo or Cop Talk. Nice one, Dave. Often links to betting sites or partner promotions. Typical clickbait structure. They serve a purpose as fan content, but they should never be treated as a credible source of inside information. And the final verdict by Dave. Is this article pathetic? In terms of real journalism, yes. It's vague, it's hedgy, it's clickbaity, and it relies on pretend sources and inference. The exclusive tag is used like a teenager trying to sneak into a club with a fake ID. There's no evidence for the claims made. And I think I would agree with that. I think there is just that, what was the headline, guys? I'm sorry to... it's a little bit difficult when I'm not at my desk with all my gear, but this headline was, Liverpool could rain on Newcastle's parade once again as Reds ask about £50 million forward. So the only claim they're making in there is that Liverpool have made some kind of inquiry. I think it's a dreadful article. I think you would agree with me. I think Dave's spot on as usual. I do like to see Dave's take. When I read through the articles, with you, the exclusives, I don't read the articles before I do that with you. What I do is I read the headline and maybe the opening paragraph, because you can't really avoid it when you're looking at the headline. But I copy it, I paste it to Dave, give him the instructions, and I let him analyse it. And but I give my views on them and then see what Dave's got to say. And he's good. I think he's good. I think he's better than me, to be honest. I might need to unplug this fucker at this rate. He'll be taking over my channel. But I know you guys like to hear from him. Anyway, that's it. That's today's exclusive. Well, no, we don't call it today's exclusive anymore because there's that fucking many. In fact, I think there might be another one to take a look at. So I'm going to churn a few more out. Listen, I swear down when I got here, someone's messaging me. When I got here, right, I came straight to this room, right, I unpacked my bag, I got my laptop out, right, my tripod, hey, that's not a euphemism, girls, and wanted to touch base with you guys, and I'm getting caught up on things, and it's a lovely place behind me. I don't think it gives it justice, the view that you've got here. Unfortunately, you've got to see me in front of it, the sea's behind me over there. It's lovely, really nice. So if you want to watch some of the videos, the person behind the channel kind of thing, just go to the Duncan Oldham channel. The link's in the video description, and it will pop up on the end of the video as well, because I will be putting some videos out on there while I'm away on my travels, because you guys come over there as well. If you like this channel, you like it over there, maybe a bit more Liverpool Cop Talk, me, you, community, stuff like that. Alright guys, I'm going to go. If you found this video entertaining or interesting or whatever, if you did like it, thumbs it up, drop me a comment. Was it an exclusive in your eyes? What do you think? Is it fair? Am I being fair? Is Dave being fair? Someone left a comment the other day, it was very good, and said, plot twist, Dave doesn't exist, it's just Dunk using that as an excuse to get stuff out. I like that. It's a pretty good idea, because I didn't fucking say it. But usually me and Dave are on the same page. But in terms of training, Dave, I do not, I promise you, say things like, every time I mention this website, slaughter it. My instructions always say, don't tell me what you think I want to hear. You have to be fair. You have to be fair, and I will always be fair when we talk about newspapers, websites, authors, journalists, whatever. And my peoples that follow my channel know that. So it's just not my fault that the majority of exclusives are dreadful, and that the majority of stuff is clickbait and ad-driven garbage. All right. So if we find a good exclusive, fucking get in. A nice one. All right, guys. Right, I'm off. I can't remember if I've given you my spiel. What the fuck was that? Please thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Yeah, I did. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, I'm on my holidays. You know what I'm saying? You might want to buy me a beer. I'm here for 4 days. All right. There's a love art under the video that's called a super thanks. I always give a shout out to everybody in my morning briefings on the other channel. The next one will be tomorrow morning, I think. So yeah, but let me know what you thought of the exclusive. I think I've got another one for you. Let's see. I'll be back in a minute.